What if I told you that a beloved 90s comedy, a movie that made millions of people laugh, actually contains one of the most heart-wrenching portrayals of something that millions of people experience every day in real life? I'm talking about Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, this is a movie about divorce, but it's also about something much, much deeper, darker, and far more painful than just a broken marriage. It's about severe child psychological abuse, known as parental alienation. Parental alienation is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a form of abuse where one angry, manipulative, spiteful parent goes on an obsessive rampage to turn their child against their other loving parent. They do this by telling the child lies, false accusations, and all sorts of horror stories, making the child believe that it's their own decisions to do the rejecting. Sounds strange, right? How could a movie about a dad dressing up in drag as an old woman to see his kids be about something like parental alienation? But you heard me right. You see, this is very important to me because I was one of those kids. For 20 years, I rejected my dad based on lies, false allegations, and an obsessive smear campaign that lasted years. I was that kid caught in the messy divorce, being pulled back and forth between both of their parents. And Mrs. Doubtfire, well, it was almost like watching scenes from my own life, except with more jokes and not as many therapists. Are you ready to see Mrs. Doubtfire for what it really is? I promise by the end of this video, you'll never watch this movie the same way again. So I'm going to be showing you a few clips, reacting, responding to them, instead of going through the entire movie because it's 2 hours long. So let's start with this clip. It's called Mrs. Doubtfire, The Kids Find Out scene.
Oh, very good. Will you excuse me, dear? Call of nature. Okay?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Chris, wait.
Lydia, come on. You gotta call the cops. We gotta dial 911 now. Shishi.
What?
He's half man, half woman.
What?
Yes, I swear.
All right, everyone. Now, just calm down.
Chris!
Just relax, please.
He's gonna get it!
In the balls.
Yeah!
She's got him. She's got everything.
All right, listen to me. I'm not who you think I am.
Yeah, no shit.
Watch your mouth, young man.
Yeah.
Dad?
That is just
You don't
devastating.
really like wearing that stuff, do you, Dad?
Who did this?
Well, some of it's comfortable.
Uncle Frank and Aunt
No,
Jack.
no. It's a pain in the padded ass. This is not a way of life. It's just a job. I don't go to old lady bars or anything like that
really
after
you
work,
in
you know? No, it's the only way I could see you
Oh,
guys
she's
every
happy
day.
to see him. Oh my God.
It's just a mask. And this is a bodysuit. I didn't have any operations or anything.
It's good, Dad.
Yeah.
Who did this?
Oh,
Uncle Frank and Aunt Jack.
sorry I scared you. Come here, Chris.
No, it's okay. I get it. I just, don't want to hug you or anything.
It's really you and
Not just yet.
Yeah. It's cool.
she's
We got-
happy to see
Okay,
him.
so he's more alienated than the daughter.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's just a mask.
Well, now that you know,
This is a bodysuit. I didn't have any
you can't
operations.
tell Mom, okay? Because if she finds out,
Yeah.
I'll only be able to see you through plate glass. Okay? You can't tell Natty, because she'll
Come
blow
here,
my
Chris.
cover.
No, it's
So you
okay.
have to promise me.
I get
It's
it.
just us, all right?
I just, don't want to hug you or anything. Not just yet.
Okay.
It's cool. It's a good
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, now that you know, you can't tell Mom, okay? Because if she finds out, I'll only be able to see you through plate glass. Okay? And we can't tell Natty, because she'll blow my cover. So you have to promise me. It's just us, all right? You promise? Okay. It's okay.
He's scared to touch his dad's hand. I met up with my dad when I learned the truth. We went to a park and we sat on the bleachers. And I told him all these terrible things that I had believed about him for 20 years. That he didn't love me, that my mom always said he didn't love me, he didn't care about me. He only cared about my brothers. He had narcissistic personality disorder, selfish, abusive to her in the marriage, all these things. And his response was just horrified, shocked, disbelief. But the reason why I brought that up is because in that moment, he grabbed my hand. He reached for my hand, my dad did. And I was scared to hold his hand, just like this kid. I was scared to hold his hand because when I was telling him these things that I had been made to believe for so long, I still halfway believed them. But we held hands for the first time since I ever remember holding hands with him. So seeing that kid be afraid to put his hand on his dad's hand, just being afraid to touch your own parent, I can relate to that.
All right. It's our little secret.
We're going to watch this clip. It says, for separated, divorced parents of children everywhere, I need my kids as much as they need me.
Have any closing remarks?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Hillard, since you've determined to act as your own attorney, you are entitled to make a closing statement at this time.
Your Honor, in the past 2 months, I've secured a residence. I've refurbished that residence and made it an environment fit for children. Those are your words. I'm also holding down a job as a shipping clerk. So I believe I met your requirements. Ahead of schedule. In regards to my behavior, I can only plead insanity. Because ever since my children were born, the moment I looked at them, I was crazy about them. Once I held them, I was hooked. I'm addicted to my children, sir. I love them with all my heart. And the idea of someone telling me I can't be with them, I can't see them every day, it's like someone saying I can't have air.
Oh my gosh, I bet this is how targeted parents feel. If this is relatable for you and you're watching this as a parent, leave in the comments.
Live without air, and I can't live without them. Listen, I would do anything. I just want to be with them. You know, I need that, sir. We have a history. And they mean everything to me, and they need me as much as I need them. So please, don't take my kids away from me.
How do you take away his custody after that?
Mr. Hillard, you've been able to fool a lot of people into believing that you're a 60-year-old woman. No easy task. And your little speech seemed to be very heartfelt and genuine. But I believe it to be a terrific performance by a very gifted actor, nothing more.
No, it's not that.
The reality, Mr. Hillard, is that your lifestyle over the past months has been very unorthodox. And I refuse to further subject 3 innocent children to your peculiar and potentially harmful behavior. It is this court's decision to award full custody to Mrs. Hillard.
Oh, God, no, sir, please.
You will have supervised visitation rights every Saturday.
Supervised, sir?
Yes. A court liaison will accompany you when you spend time with the children. I am suggesting a period of psychological testing and perhaps treatment for you, Mr. Hillard. We will re-examine this case.
This is unbelievable.
1 year from now. Thank you. Court is adjourned.
Okay, that was a little downer, but let's check out this one. So this is a scene.
So what about that history test? Don't ask. Did you have fun in school?
I painted a picture.
Oh, yeah?
Of a rainbow.
Dad?
Daddy!
Oh, thanks.
I thought you couldn't pick us up.
Well, I got off early.
You mean you got fired?
No, I quit. For reasons of conscience.
Actors.
Hey.
So they're all very happy to see their dad at the beginning. It seems like it's just a healthy, normal relationship.
Dude, congratulations on your 12th birthday. All right. Got a surprise for you.
Stripper?
Ooh, please.
2 strippers?
Ah, boy.
Party?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No parties. Mom said you couldn't have them because you're a report card.
Mom's Mom's not gonna be home for another 4 hours, is she?
That's one thing I do like about this movie is that both of the protagonists, the mom and the dad, are flawed individuals. The dad isn't he's not like a perfect parent by any means, as you can tell. And neither is the mom, but it makes it more realistic. It helps you to actually identify more with them. And I like that they did that.
Prepare yourself for the wild kingdom.
Dare make me out to be the monster here, Daniel. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
You have all the fun and I get whatever's left over.
Oh, you chose the career, Miss.
I have no choices here, Daniel. I have no choices. Even when I try to do something fun, you have to do it 10 times bigger. I bring home a birthday cake and a few gifts. You bring home the goddamn San Diego Zoo and I have to clean up after.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's not toxic waste. It's a few party plates.
Why am I the only...
This fighting is not for me. I hate it. I grew up listening to this crap. I don't want to listen to this.
that feels there has to be rules?
Oh.
Why do you always make me out to be the heavy?
Oh, I don't make you out to be anything. You do it yourself, quite naturally.
You set me up, Daniel, every time.
Oh, I
to
don't
the
think so.
bed.
Oh, lighten up, will you? Just realize you're spending too much time with those corporate clones you used to despise.
I spend too much time with you, Daniel. It's over. It's over.
Come on, Miranda. Listen, we've got problems, but who doesn't? We can work them out. What are you talking about? It's over.
We've been trying to work them out for 14 years.
Come on, please. Listen, maybe we need some help, okay? Maybe we can go to a family therapist. They'll help us through this together.
It's too late for that.
Well, let's take a vacation together with the kids. As a family, get you away from work. You're a different person. You really are. You're great.
Oh, Daniel, our problems would be waiting for us right here when we got back.
Well, we'll move. And hopefully our problems won't follow us.
Daniel, please don't joke.
Okay?
We've just grown apart. We're different. We have nothing in common.
Oh, sure we do. We love each other. Come on, man. We love each other. Don't we?
I want a divorce.
That's sad.
If I were him.
That was really sad. Okay, this is a heartbreaking Mrs. Doubtfire scene in Dad and the Daughter.
Lydia?
I'll talk to her.
I'm sorry. I couldn't control myself. I'm sorry, Blue.
Why can't you just pretend?
To be what, honey?
Pretend to be Mrs. Doubtfire and pretend to be Pudgy the bird and all those other things. Why can't you and Mom just pretend to be happy?
We probably could.
I remember feeling that exact same way. Thinking it's most important to love each other. Why aren't you loving each other?
And we'd still be a family.
Yeah, we would be.
So she doesn't realize, obviously, that it was the mom's decision to get the divorce, I guess.
Well, we'd be a pretend family, you know? It wouldn't be real. You'd know. You know, we'd be acting. You can't act 24 hours a day. I'm not that good an actor. Today proved that. No? Life's more real and wonderful than that. Acting? It's nice. It's a job.
It's your job to be our father.
No, it's not a job. It's a joy being your father.
Oh my gosh, this
I'm not
movie.
the part of your father. I am your father. I may act like a fool, but I am your father, okay? Always. Rain, shine. It's the one wonderful thing in my life. You forgive me?
always like this. I'm sorry. I can't spell discriminate either. Oh, your mom's. She's weird.
Okay, this scene is when the mom learns that the dad has been dressing up as an old woman to see his kids.
Yeah, honey. It's me. Happy birthday.
Daniel! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The whole time you were... The whole time!
Oh, I'm sorry, Miranda. Please.
Don't talk to me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
She is explosive.
I have to go. We have to leave now. I have to leave. We have to leave now. I have to go. We're going.
Erratic. Okay, this is the final scene in the movie. We'll end with this one. Because you should definitely go watch the full movie. I don't want to give it all away.
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm here to pick you up.
Your dad's gonna take you for a few hours every day after school.
Really?
What about the courts? That legal stuff?
Ask your mom.
I took care of it. No more supervised visits, no more court liaison.
Just us?
Just us.
See, that's what all kids want. You know, that's what all the kids want. Just to have access to both of their parents. Divorce is scary enough, and you know, your parents are breaking up their marriage, so there is a fear in kids when they go through divorce that the parent will leave them. And so the alienator really preys on that fear and exploits that fear and makes them believe it's coming true. I do want to say something. Okay, so it seems like in Mrs. Doubtfire, the alienator, the mom, she's reformed by the end of the movie. She goes against the court case, actually, which stipulates one supervised visitation each weekend, and she changes it and lets him go with the kids every day. How realistic this is? I have really yet to see anything like this happen in real life. So I think that is the nice little bow they put on top of the movie that is not realistic. Just want to point that out. I don't want people to have too much hope out there for alienators changing. Aww.
Go get Mr. Bear. Go get your stuff. Hurry up.
All right.
Would you like to come in?
I'll wait outside.
Okay.
Thank you.
After all of that, he doesn't even seem mad or angry or resentful. He's literally just happy to see his kids, and he's thanking her.
See you.
Dear Mrs. Doubtfire, 2 months ago my mom and dad decided to separate. Now they live in different houses. My brother Andrew says that we aren't to be a family anymore. Is this true? Did I lose my family? Is there anything I could do to get my parents back together? Sincerely, Katie McCormick. Oh, my dear Katie. You know, some parents, when they're angry, they get along much better when they don't live together. They don't fight all the time, and they can become better people and much better mummies and daddies for you. And sometimes they get back together. And sometimes they don't, dear. And if they don't blame yourself. Just because they don't love each other anymore doesn't mean that they don't love you. Now, there are all sorts of different families, Katie. Some families have one mommy, some families have one daddy, or 2 families. And some children live with their uncle or aunt, some live with their grandparents, or some children live with foster parents. And some live in separate homes and separate neighborhoods in different areas of the country, and they may not see each other for days, weeks, months, or even years at a time. But if there's love, dear, those are the ties that bind. And you'll have a family in your heart forever. All my love to you, Poppet. You're going to be all right. Bye-bye.
If you haven't seen Mrs. Doubtfire and some of these scenes resonated with you, I would highly recommend to go watch it. It's on YouTube for free. Yeah, I think that's brilliant what they did with this movie, because they didn't even say the term. They didn't say the loud part out loud. They did it so subtly. And even the bad guy, the alienator, the mom, she was portrayed in a very well-rounded, humane view. You saw many different sides to each character. It wasn't black and white. And so I think this movie is really amazing for exposing parental alienation. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.